just take care. Yeah, you just take care.
There's a good reason why I have them today.
You're only shy. It's your only
I need some protection. Yeah. It works. People look away. Yeah, I'm into the balance thing today, so keep writing. I'll try to answer as good as I can. I just gotta get into the motion, get down to it, you know. Yeah. Face the music. Are you alright, by the way? How are things in Brazil? Yeah, just know. I'll see what I'll explain later. But for one reason or another, this video probably would be used as a evidence in a court. So don't write anything you can't stand for. Yeah, I've taken a stand. And now I have to face the Norwegian society's consequences of that. But I have balance. Yeah, in short, I burned down my step-uncle's cabin last night. And they all know why I did it, so I'm pretty much just waiting for the police to pick me up. How's that for reality? And I'll stand for it, and I will say that it's a fair deal. Fucking up my life. Just keep fucking it up. I mean, I'll get to it. I have to get a little bit further down. Yeah. I have to deal with this shit today. I'll explain more later. Just ask if you need to.
Time traveler, every second, time bomb, yeah. Yeah, but it's not that far. We're guided by the moon in our sky.
No? Yeah. It will have to be the short version, of course. It's it is crazy. First of all, I know that, and I know that I'll have to face. I mean, you can't condone what I do. I mean, if everybody takes revenge everywhere and burn down houses and stuff, then it'll be a wild society. I mean, I've been angry and frustrated for too long. I mean, it's set into my systems. So I've tried everything I can to be able to live with. But I mean, the fact is that every night I went to bed and in the process trying to get to sleep, I had to work through the fact that no fucking way that they're getting away with their version of the truth. A very long time ago, actually, that the consoling dream of burning down the family cabin. I mean, the times I thought about it, it was just. I mean, I put quite heavy shit out online, and all I really need is for the people close to me when I was a child to look at these videos and kind of, okay, that's me. Yeah, that's me. But they won't do it. It's part of the frustration. Because then it would prove I've been right ever since I was a little boy. Like 40 years plus of I'm not functioning normally. So at some point, yeah, my step-uncle probably has experienced the sexual sort of abuse, probably when he was quite old, but I don't think he wanted to. I think that made him wonder a lot. He was very close with me for a while. And he used that closeness to, I'm pretty sure he wanted, later, that he wanted to tell me. But he showed me and he couldn't stand for it, so he dumped it on me. And managed to survive. He made a fortune of 10 million Norwegian kroner, so it's probably $1.7 million, something like that. And one of my attempts was that, okay, you stole half my life. He fucked up some pretty important stuff, like how I could cope with my son. And you got away. I'll be happy with half of what you got. That would show me that you understand what you did to me. So I got ridiculed. It's complicated. I mean, I've spent many years adding everything up and figuring out why stuff happened and who people were. And And the thing is, if I met him or my mom, I don't want them dead. I mean, the anger built up in me was too big. I would have pushed them probably, with lots of anger in them, and who knows what I would have hit, like a curve or a wall or a table, or it doesn't matter. I mean, for me the math is very simple. I mean, I would have been very close to like a murder, and without that ever being what I wanted. I'm like a caged, when I get scared, I'm like a caged animal. I do what's necessary. So, and I needed revenge, I needed balance. When I was a kid, I was part of building that cabin from the bottom up. And yeah, it's absurd. I mean, yeah. Talk about, I've been living with a psychosis my whole life. I mean, controlling my mind with what I allow it to think. Now I just do. My hate is so built into my system, and it's been for so many years, and started at a time where I didn't have any other options, that it had to be something worth at least 5 million had to happen. And the cabin was perfect. Didn't have to kill anybody, didn't have to kill me. Just property, memories, and the fact that every time I now lie in bed every night from now on, the math is different. I'm not frustrated over the balance, that they have all the power and I have none. I'll end up quite quickly on, well, you did burn down their cabin, Martin. At least they know you, they will still remember you. And I took back my pride. They've been stepping on me for 40 years and really treated me very, very, very badly. And it's not okay. In Norway, I'm probably gonna get stuck paying for everything anyway. So be it. I mean, I know that they will go to bed every night, not fearful, but at least thinking, okay, he actually did set that cabin on fire. And many mornings they will awake thinking, damn, he actually set our cabin on fire. And that switch is more than worth it for me. I hope. And I mean, for me, it's there's always been a battle between what I have been fearing would be like homicidal, violent rage, but it's really not. But yeah, the thing is, you can think anything. As long as it's possible to think, you can think it. You can put yourself into every thought, every idea. I played that part of me setting on that fire too many times. I became one of those, I had to do it. And I actually put my psychosis on it. It has to be even. Or at least more balanced. So I pretty much took the bus out, fired it up with gasoline, went back, tried to tell them that I wasn't somewhere and that they didn't have to look for me, I wasn't dangerous and stuff, but they did some house searches and I've done some stuff before, so they were precautious, I guess. And the thing is, since I've had no remorse, it's just been, it adds up. I mean, we'll see what the Norwegian legal system has to say about it, but right, that's pretty much it, I guess. Type of questions if you need to know something else. I'm going into an interview with the police tomorrow at 10, which is in like 15, 16 hours or so, and yeah, I will say, okay, punish me, send me to jail, but I will explain why I think it's fair. Yeah, there's no hate left. It's like, it's balanced. Hate comes from frustration of not getting balance. And, it's not the most healthiest balance, I guess, but it's much, much better than what it was. Yeah. Yeah, that is cool. And I mean, I don't mind the judgment either. I mean, it's very few people that have my mind. I mean, if it has to be done, I'll do it. And I don't trouble myself with all the small details. I mean, if I know that it's gonna land on doing it, I just do it. Yeah. At least this way nobody dies. And that's good enough. And as I'm saying, I've never planned, yeah. I did. I actually did. And hey, my shoulders are fairly clean. I mean, I've warned about this. I've said that this would be... I mean, I need more info to sort my own mind. It's like, nobody will give me anything. It's like, you leave a mind like mine, 10 years on weed every day, it'll build understanding. Well, promise you that it'll build hate as well. It's like, I don't want to live my life with hate. And that is about to let go. I mean, I accept everything have done to me as part of human nature. It's possible, so hey, you did it. You couldn't make it balanced for me. I mean, so I did. Just yeah. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, it's taking back my own dignity. That's the thing. And I'll walk with my head high in prison for a year and a half, if that's what I need to do. Norwegian prisons are good. I can't be dark. We'll see. I'm in the middle of it, so I mean, I'm not gonna define it until I'm over. I mean, if proven very wrong in how I feel and how I think, I'll be the first to change. And it's hard choices. It's not flowers and cholera. It's the plague or cholera to choose from. It's like many of my choices aren't. They look insane, but it's very few that has sat down and talked to me for a while that hasn't said, okay, I get it, don't do it, but I get it. Yeah. It's, it'll be what it'll be. I mean, a big part of the cabin as the burn thing was that it's also connected to, it's not just my uncle, I mean it's the family as a whole. Just allowing me to become the black sheep. When all of them could have stopped it at any point, but then it wasn't them that was the black sheep, it was me. That fucking uncle, I used information that I told him as a friend as a negative, like to get the family against me. And, yeah, you may, don't get me started. Yeah, thanks man. Well, on and off, you know, it is probable that there are some connection problems because of nicotine, caffeine and fear. So that some parts of my brain didn't connect as it should have been. Me neither. I know who I am now. The process of stacking wood and applying gasoline, I wasn't really sure if I was gonna go through it, but as I went through with it, it's the calmest I've been my whole life, I guess. It's just, this is happening. It's fair. Still the logical solution. And ever since too, it's just, I have to embrace that I'm a guy that actually does that into not what's normal but what's possible. And after I've done that, I guess I'm done with it. It's like, I'll be truthful. I'll explain why I did it. I think I catch your point. I know, it's important. Cliches are true. And you tend to forget about them, so it's important, I guess. And it's important to me too. I mean, it is the fact that I've shown my weaknesses and anger on here that have been able to understand it. And that's one of the reasons why it's so intense in me, is that there's a really empathic, good, nice boy. Happy. Yeah. And he's been kept very sad. Yeah, and that's rough. I'm not looking at. I had to use my whole brain since I was inside my mom's womb. And I couldn't cope. So I got very good at using just one half at a time. Sure does. I fucking hate kept me from using my skills for good. Because the balance wasn't there. So, yeah. And then it just didn't work. It is really desperate measures. I mean, and I've decided that this is at least gonna work, and then it does. It's the power of the mind. I really don't think so at all. I'll just say one thing. Usually when people are good at seeing other people, they need to be seen on their own. So, if that's the case, you gotta just tell them. I need to be seen. I need to... either way, it's a fantastic... what am I looking for? It's a fantastic instinct. I mean, I'm a sad guy. My eyes and everything show sadness, so wanting to make me feel better is a very, very good skill. So, thanks. And thanks for doing it. I mean, people are very often afraid to share positive response and feedback to each other. Yeah, I thought a lot about that too. But don't worry about it. I mean, and don't worry about it, I'll say thanks. I mean, you've seen the way I smile about some of the stuff you say. And in Norway we don't have that anger, you know, that wild anger as much probably as you do in Brazil. So what I'm fearful of is in coherence to what I've seen here and on TV and stuff like that. But I met some people that are way worse than I am, and that makes me feel a little bit more normal, of course. And, so I'll land on different. Yeah. And the thing is, I don't care. For me, the discussions we had and the interactions we had has been fantastic. Probably an 18-year-old kid and me shouldn't have that effect on each other. But I mean, that's the world we live in. It's like information is available for everybody, and knowledge and insight too. And even though things come by age, it's not a guarantee. And 20-year-olds today, 18-year-olds know much more than we did. Or at least has the possibility to know. So, thanks man. That's really, yeah. Thanks for being part of it. It's part of helping me land on 2 feet. I mean, I lack acknowledgement from important people in my life, and even though you can't fill all of it, I mean, you'll probably fill like a 20th piece of it, and so I need more people to fill like the big deep love that I miss. And yeah, that became part of why I'm here. So it's become a lot of the other people has fell off, so it's become sort of like a talk between you and me, which is very nice. And as long as you don't feel any responsibility at all, it's like don't set anything on fire. The story of who I am and my psychic and all that stuff isn't written yet because it's still under development. You'll see, there'll be written books about my generation and why everything went wrong and why everybody's very weak mentally. But for right now, I'll be the guide to what you don't really need to do. I know that by saying this live, I'll put myself in problem. I'll have a lot of crazy guys come, can I do this? Is that okay? Is that... So, I mean, never do it. Never do anything like that. And if you have to do... But the thing is, if you have to do something, make sure you do the least you need to do. And don't kill anyone. And at least not yourself. I'm not talking to you now, right? You know, just since it is live and it will be used as evidence at some point to my mental capacity. Yeah. It's a very, very bad idea. But it was killing me and killing him. Fire. Fire. You won't set anything on fire. I don't think so either. It's, if I thought so, I wouldn't have talked to you about it. There's nothing that's given me the reason to think that you're one of those guys, so... I mean, it's... things. Property. I mean, compared to the shit in my life, I mean, I'll just laugh at the memories and the work hours and the value. Yeah, it's good. Yikes. and stuff. So I'm through the first part, which was actually saying live online what I did and pretty much why. Yeah, I could say a lot more about why, but at least what happened. See you a little later, if you want to. I mean, yeah. It'll be interesting. I can promise you that. Alright, bro. See you later.